everyone, it's Taylor here, and today we're going to make a pair of cards using a 2-for-1 foiling technique. I'll also be introducing you to a new product that is designed to give you smooth and consistent results with your toner foiling. I'll be using the mini minc, which I highly recommend for toner transfer foiling. I'll also be using the plastic carrier sheet that comes with your minc machine. And then I have our new Foil Magic Shim. This is a package of 2. When you use these, you only need to use one of them. It's a very flexible material that is designed and tested to improve your foiling results by conducting the heat and giving even pressure over your entire piece of cardstock. We'll be using some of our pre-printed foilet panels. These are printed in toner, so they transfer with toner foil. I have the Foilet Celebrate Good Times and the Foilet Simple Strips, which features 4 different Simple Strips designs, and these all work with our Simple Strips collection of dies. I'll be using the Simple Strips straight edge die that coordinates with the alignment squares to cut out all 18 of those sentiments in one pass through your die cut machine. I have the ring around the words, and I'll be using Hey and Wish from that die set. And then I have the additional A2 layer stacklets, where I'll be using the 4th largest piece in that set. Then for my foil, I'll be using Silver and Mystic Rainbow Deco foils. And then I'll be using the VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink with my black blender brush to change some of my sentiments from white to black cardstock. So here's a closer look at our Foil Magic Shim. It's made of a thin, flexible laminate material which conducts the heat of your foiling machine better than a cardstock shim, and it provides even pressure and gives you smooth, consistent foiling results. I'll be using a panel from the Foilet Celebrate Good Times. These are pre-printed in toner, and so they accept the deco foil transfer sheets when you run them through a heat source like a minc or a laminator. The minc has proven better results for me, so I prefer to use it, and I'll be using a heat setting of 3. I have a plastic carrier sheet, the 6x6 folder that comes with your minc. Then I have our Foil Magic Shim inside of that. I'm placing the design with the printed side up and the foil with the pretty side facing up over the top. You can put that sandwich through your minc machine, and then when it comes out the other end, you might want to be a little careful. If you have sensitive fingers, grab your mini mitts, because that Foil Magic Shim can remain a little hot because of the superior heat conduction with that epoxy laminate material of the Magic Shim. So here I'm peeling back the design after it's had about a minute to cool, and you can see the beautiful foil transfer that we got with that Mystic Rainbow foil. Now we have this extra piece of foil left over that we don't want to go to waste, so I'm taking a sticky sheet, one of our TE sticky sheets, and I'm placing it down over a piece of white cardstock. Then I'm turning the foil over because I've found that I have the best results applying this by flipping my sticky side of the cardstock down onto the foiled panel. I cut a little exposed adhesive off of the side, but here you can see both of those panels side by side and how we got a 2-for-1 from that original toner printed panel. So next I'm taking my A2 layer stacklets and I'm cutting out both of these layers with a smaller layer of my A2 layer stacklets. These are the layers that we'll end up building our card focal images onto, and I'll be using the Ring Around the Words set. I'm starting with the word wish, and I've cut that from Plum Punch cardstock several times. I like to stack these together when I use them because it just gives them a little bit of extra dimension on the card front. So here I have dragon fruit cardstock, and I'm cutting the Hey die twice with that one as well. I'm going to set those pieces aside, and we're going to finish our sentiments by foiling some of the simple strips. I have my pack of pre-printed sentiments, and I'll be using the birthday panel. So you can see there are several different versions. There's sympathy, birthday, thank you, and everyday occasions in that package. I'm going to be foiling with silver foil, so we're going to use the same sandwich we used before, placing that over the top of our Magic Shim, and then putting the silver foil over the top. Here I'm showing you my mini mitts, so if you do have sensitive fingers, you can grab that Magic Shim with your mini mitts to avoid getting any heat onto your fingertips. So here I've peeled back the silver foil and you can see the beautiful foil transfer we got, and I'm going to use that Simple Strips straight edge die that's going to cut that rectangular straight edge on the ends of all of my sentiments. So now I'm going to go ahead and finish the cards. I'm adhering the 2 layers of the Wish die cut together with my liquid adhesive, and I'll do the same with the Hay die cut. I like to use liquid glue when I do this because it helps me have that little bit of wiggle time in case I don't have the letters perfectly aligned, and I don't get that when I use something like a sticky sheet. If I were to die cut with a sticky sheet on the back, it wouldn't allow me to have that wiggle time. So I've adhered the sentiment over vellum, placed a little candle behind the eye and wish, and added my Simple Strips sentiment, Eat Cake and Celebrate. I'm hiding my foam adhesive behind the pieces of cardstock, and then I've adhered that down to my foiled panel. So we'll do the same here, adding the liquid adhesive to the Hay die cuts, and then I'm going to adhere that over the top of a vellum circle that I cut from our Stitched Circle Stacklets set. I have a couple of sentiments I want to use on this card, but I want them to be black, and I want my card to say, "Hey birthday girl." So I cut down part of the sentiment, and I'm going to use my VersaFine Clair to blend over the top of the cardstock. And the great thing about this is because I use silver foil, the silver letters are going to pop out across the black cardstock. So an easy way to make these visible and also give you the pop of black cardstock is to just blend over that white cardstock. Again, I'm hiding my adhesive behind, popping that circle up off of the foiled panel, and adding my sentiments at the bottom. I'll put these down onto sugar cube card bases. So I'm going to score and fold those. They are A2 top folding card bases. And then I'm going to adhere those panels with my 1x3 foam strips for just that little bit of extra dimension. So I hope you learned something new from this video. It really is fun to get a 2-for-1 from these foil panel designs, and I can't wait to see what you come up with. If you enjoyed today's video, hit the subscribe button below and you'll be notified anytime we post new content. See you next time.